Hello, my beloveds. My name is Sheena with the Way of Namaste, and today I am sharing a tarot reading in the frequency of Gene Key 12. Here, we are collectively navigating through the shadow of vanity, the gift of discrimination, and the Siddhi or the divine essence of purity. But before we begin, I invite us now to take a sacred pause, remembering that this is not a reading of learning, but of remembering. Remembering you are already whole. You are already worthy. In the teachings of esoteric mystic Alice Bailey, every act of service begins by creating a unified field, a group soul. And this is the field that we enter now. Remembering we do not ever walk alone. As we create this living current of divine intelligence, we are joined by countless others across time and space, all weaving our individual light into the radiant tapestry of the One, simply through our presence. And from this path of unity, we remember that this is not a path of seeking, but of remembering. Remembering, again, we are already whole. We are already holy. And we are already home. So together, let's go ahead and call in our group soul. I invite you now to take the deepest breath that you've taken all day. Breathing in through the nose, from the base of the pelvic floor. And feeling that chest expand on the inhale. And as you exhale in your own time, in your own rhythm, I invite you to feel something soften. I invite you to release any bit of tension that you may be holding on to. And I invite you to do this a couple more times, breathing deeply in from the base of the pelvic floor. And allowing something to soften. Softened or gently closed. I invite us to bring our awareness to our heart. I invite you to feel your breath moving in and out of your chest, like waves upon a sacred shore. And once you feel that activation within your heart space, I invite you to extend your heart to every soul listening to this transmission across all time and all space, beginning and ending with you. I invite you to feel your heart connecting with theirs, forming this web of unconditional love. Next, I invite you to bring your awareness to your third eye, right between your brow, this Ajna chakra. And let's feel, sense, or perceive the light of your inner vision awakening. And as we activate this inner seeing, may we honor the wisdom of every soul on this path. Let's go ahead and feel this connection now, soul to soul, seeing one another clearly. On this next in-breath, I invite you to breathe into the crown of your head. Sense, see, or perceive here your oversoul. This vast field of memory, essence, and guidance. And now, I invite you to sense the oversoul of this collective. Feel the threads of light weaving us together beyond the veil. Remembering we are each unique and we are one. And on this next deep breath in and out, connect to your source self, dropping into that still point within. I invite you to feel the timeless flame of your origin, the source that created you. This is your higher self, your divine self. This is the purest expression of your being. Let it speak in silence. And as we take a pause, I invite you to allow it to remember you. And on your next breath in, I invite you to connect to your center self, bringing all of this into your center, into your womb space, into your sacred seat of power. And feel the pulse of life anchoring within you. You are not reaching outward. You are rooting inward. This is your home. This is your compass. This is your altar. And from this field that we've cultivated now of unified presence, let's now speak together either silently or aloud. We align with the highest and greatest good. We choose the highest and greatest choice for ourselves, for each other, and for all living beings throughout all time, all dimensions, and all space. And here we root this prayer in wholeness and sovereignty. And so it is, and so it ever shall be. And as we continue to cultivate this group soul, this mighty I am presence, I invite us now into our sacred alchemy invocation. This is a prayer from my book, The Alchemy of I Love You. You may like to place your hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position at your heart. You may like to simply have a hand on your heart or on your belly, on your womb space. You may even like to come into self-acknowledgement pose, bringing yourself into a warm and nourishing hug. I root into the earth beneath me, guided by the red flame of divine will, anchored in the south with Mars as my strength. I am safe. I am here. I am power made holy. I rise through my womb and waters, washed in the orange flame of resurrection, held in the west, where the moon softens and flows. I am creation. I am surrender. I am the sacred vessel. I awaken the fire of my will, blazing with the golden flame of wisdom, blessed in the north with the sun as my light. I am courage. I am clarity. I am divine choice in motion. I open my heart to the center of all things, bathed in the pink flame of cosmic love, singing from the east where Venus breathes beauty. I am compassion. I am connection. I am love made whole. I speak from the throne of truth, purified in the white flame of purity, carried by Mercury, bridging heaven and earth. I am expression. I am presence. I am sacred sound. I see with the eye of the soul, anointed by the emerald flame of healing, blessed by Neptune's waters of vision and grace. I am insight. I am wisdom. I am the seer and the seen. I crown myself in divine remembrance, illuminated by the violet flame of transmutation, guided by Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus and Pluto. I am unity. I am infinite. I am the soul reborn as light. From earth to sky, from root to star, I align, attune, and allow. I walk as the temple, in service to the highest and greatest good, for all beings, through all time and all space. And so it is. And here we begin our Celtic Cross Tarot reading today, again in the spirit of Gene Key 12, Shadow of Vanity, Gift of Discrimination, and Siddhi of Purity. We begin with the heart of the matter, with the Emperor. The question at the core is, what structures do I now need to embody divine authority from a place of inner truth and not performance? Gene Key 12 speaks to the evolution from vanity to purity, and the Emperor asks us to claim sacred leadership, not through egoic assertion, but through aligned embodiment. You are being invited to become the architect of a new era, one where heart and will are unified. This is divine masculinity in its nobility. Our challenge or opportunity this week is the Ace of Swords. The sword of truth is heavy when the words haven't yet been purified by inner listening. This challenge is about cutting through illusion, especially the illusion of needing to be seen a certain way. The Ace brings clarity, but only when wielded with discernment, which is the gift of Gene Key 12. You may be facing the discomfort of voicing your truth, but it is your sword that will carve the path to purity. What's coming up from the past is the Magician. You've learned how to harness all elements. Now the question is, are you manifesting from soul or from spectacle? The Magician shows your immense potential and past initiations into creation. But with Gene Key 12's Shadow of Vanity, this card reminds us how easy it is to dazzle rather than deepen. Right now, you are being called inward to use your gifts in service of what is true, not exactly what is shiny. What we're consciously aware of right now is the Queen of Pentacles. You are consciously nurturing a grounded, embodied, sovereign life. This queen offers stability, sensuality, and maternal presence. She brings your awareness to what truly nourishes, not applause, but peace, not performance, but presence. She helps you release vanity for the grace of tending to what is real and fertile in your life. The future energy showing now is the Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in. Your vision is expanding, and you are stepping into a wider horizon. This is the natural next phase when purity leads. You've already done the inner work. Now it's time to expect outer movement, but not from striving. This is soul-aligned expansion. You may be called to share your truth with a wider audience, but from a place of embodiment, not from ego. Our unconscious influence this week is the Five of Wands. There is a subtle chaos beneath, and perhaps this is a fear of judgment, of competition, or of not being enough. This card reveals the background noise of the mind, the part of you that still compares, performs, or doubts. This is the shadow of vanity whispering, will they like me? The gift is to recognize it and transmute it. From conflict to clarity, from approval seeking to authentic sharing. So where you are right now as the querent is the Ace of Cups. Your heart is open. Something new and sacred is being conceived through your emotional body right now. This card reflects your desire to live and create from love. You are ready to be a vessel. And this Ace of Cups is the purity that pours forth once the inner chalice is emptied of pretense. Your devotion is your magic. So our environment right now is the Two of Swords. You may be surrounded by indecision, or maybe by others who are not yet ready to see what you see. This can also reflect your own crossroads moment, knowing that a decision must be made, but you might be struggling to listen to the inner knowing over the outer noise. Invitation here to trust the Ace of Swords. Cut through and let purity guide you. Our hopes and fears right now is the sun. You long to shine, and yet you may fear what that visibility will cost you. The sun is joy, it's success, it's illumination. But when it's paired with Gene Key 12, it asks, will you shine for approval? Or will you radiate because your truth must be shared? Your fear of being misunderstood is real. But what you can truly hope for is to be seen in your purity. Our outcome right now is the Eight of Pentacles. The way forward is devotion to the craft. The way forward is your humble mastery. Your repetition as revelation. This is not a flashy ending, but it is a sacred one. This reading says that you are refining your art. You're purifying your message right now, and you're showing up again and again and again with love in your hands. The Eight of Pentacles is the long game of soul work. In time, your work becomes its own light. This is the purity of who you be. In closing, from vanity to purity, you are walking a path of refinement. And this reading this week shows a movement from outer-based performance into inner-based presence. You are the temple now. So let your voice be your sacred instrument, and not to impress, but to express the divine within you. This is the high art of Gene Key 12, the bard, the pure heart, and the true voice. I'm sending you so much love and light this week. Namaste.